there's a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
Withdraw £500.
I'm hoping for sort of 700 to 1,000. I mean, if I can get more, that'd be great.
I knew there was absolutely no chance of any of the high street banks giving me any money whatsoever.
Hiya.
I'm pleased to tell you your loan's been approved.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. They gave me the option of what I could afford. I could actually live again and actually save again.
Organic veg boxes.
I'm happy to say that it's been approved.
Brilliant, thank you. I'm so pleased, thank you so much.
One of the best feelings ever, because I knew I could fund myself.
I had enough working for somebody else. I needed to do my own thing.
Without that help, the transformation to my life would have been impossible.
So it's a win-win situation, really.
When I knew I was losing the house, I just felt I had failed. It was heartbreaking.
We wouldn't have got this far without the ear and the heart of the community bank.
I start to think there is a gap in the market and I might be the person who can fill it.
How can I help? I'm just here to apply for my loan.
20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100.
I ran up debts of about £15,000. It was very easy to run up that kind of money.
My total debt altogether was around £13,000 with different things, doorstep lenders, catalogues, a couple of credit cards.
The total interest over the period for £3,000 is £326.93, and you'll have £540 savings in your account at the end of it. You'll always end up with more savings than you've paid in interest, which is the key part of what we're trying to do, is get you to save.
Thank you very much for your help.
Take care, Roger. Good luck with the new business.
Right, OK, that's shown on the account, just hasn't gone off yet.
Helen Stigan.
The membership number?
Right, 20, 40, 60. Morning. Hi.
At the bottom, please. This is the website.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Take it easy.
I'm one of the founding members. There are 21 founding members. I am member number 21. This credit union's been going for 25 years, since 1992. We have about 12,000 active members. All the members are made to save, but 70% have savings and no loan, and 30% have loans and savings. That has created a pool of money which we can on-lend to other people.
What's your membership number, please?
I'm a salsa dancing teacher.
The world is beautiful, and because the world is beautiful, I like to deal with nice people in the world. That's one of the things about me. I need a settee and 2 wardrobes.
I was one of these members once. I really needed to borrow some money. I joined the credit union and they said to me, we'll look to help you. They did.
How can I help you?
So let's have a look at your application today. Oh, and your first name is
Leroy. I'm a salsa teacher and dancer.
That's lovely. You'll have to show me a few moves. It's okay. So let's look at just this, so I don't forget to take anything while I'm getting all starstruck with the dancing. You're a bus driver. Are you still...
I retire.
You're retired?
I retire, yes.
All right, that's lovely. Yes. So do you receive now, you get...
Yes, state pension and
Your personal.
and London Transport pension. Yes.
Who's your landlord?
City of London.
City of London Council?
Council, yes.
Lovely. Do you have any children under 18 you have to care for?
No.
Just checking.
They're all grown up and married.
All right, and you're married?
Yes.
Okay, and how much ideally are you hoping to apply for?
I think about £400.
400.
Yes,
and
for
is that what you're after?
Yes, for furniture.
For furniture?
Yes.
All right, so in terms of the loan, if this loan is agreed, which we hope it will
I use the word positive, it will.
Always look positively, then we're going to be looking at a repayment around £40 a month is the minimum. So that'll take you about a year.
Yes.
Okay. If it is turned down, then I'll explain to you what the situation is.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Was there anything else you needed to ask me?
No, but just have a nice day.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
That's lovely to meet you. Well, hopefully one day you'll be able to, you might teach us some of your moves.
Oh, yes. Forward, backward, and then you put your partner forward, and then you bring her back and you spin and she spin, and then when the music gets on, then you do a nice little move.
Boy, I see.
I know I will get it, and that's how I left it there. I'm positive. A positive is to add, a negative is to take away. So that's, it's always good to add something good to your life than take something away.
Hello, Health and Food, Glenroost. Hi. Yes, they will arrive by 2 o'clock. Okay, see you then. Bye.
Organic veg boxes.
Ooh, look, fennel. I love fennel bulbs.
We have some organic snow pea shoots and some delicious Welsh apples.
Ever since we moved here, I was looking for a veg box for myself. There are a few schemes, they're either up on the coast or towards Denby, but none of them is actually coming to Glenroost. So that's one of the first things I set about to track down. We had to find at least 10 customers to commit to a veg box to make it work, and we've got 20 now, so that's really exciting. This shop up here, just out of the blue, we heard that the previous owner was putting it up for sale, and it started as a joke. And then the more we found out and the more we thought about it, the more it actually did make sense.
In this little area?
Yes. That's 1348, please.
Need some more cannellini beans out here.
I've asked the bank that I've been with for so long, what would be the procedure if I wanted to open a business? They said, yes, of course, they will need to see a business plan. I did all the figure crunching and I've done all the budget. But they were sort of very cagey and I didn't find that helpful at all. And then I stumbled over Robert Owen Community Bank, and they were like totally different. Are in there every time. So sure, no problem. Put it in from this side. Please, thank you. That's okay.
When Katerina first phoned me in the office, I was actually quite sceptical. She just phoned up and said, oh, there's a health food shop for sale near me, I'd really like to buy it. And in my own head, shops are actually quite difficult. It takes an awful lot of work and that trick to getting the community engaged with a shop.
Well, they will.
You have to be able to bring something very special to that where people want to come and see you, they actually want to buy from you as a person. We met Katerina and she'd come from London and she'd been accepted, they'd been welcomed in, they got to know people and they genuinely wanted to be part of that, they wanted to give something back.
So every time I remember when I had a conversation with them, I would sort of feel really kind of flying and encouraged and would sort of tell Colin, oh, it's just so great to talk to these people. So I think that makes all the difference to be taken seriously and be looked at as an individual. The loan made it possible to turn the business around.
We brought the food to the front and expanded the lines.
To be more foodie, really.
Yeah, more foodie. It's a lot more colourful, make it look more attractive.
We put like over 350 new products on the shelves in the last 6 months. And things like buying a new freezer because the old one was so noisy that it was creating an unpleasant environment in the shop.
I said that freezer's gotta go. It's first thing.
Thanks.
It's another 5 and we still owe you for the other one.
Yes.
That's okay.
Right, yeah.
See ya. Bye.
Gauge.
All right. Thanks, Ben. Cheers. We're very keen to sort of keep up some kind of local idea. You know, we're trying to stock local produce and, yeah, putting the accent on that, a local individual shop.
Support for independent stores, small shops in communities, especially in rural areas, is incredibly important. And people do need to be encouraged to get involved because without that, the high streets will die and they will just all look the same.
So we think it's really important to be still keeping energy in a local community.
That's 11:14.
It's vital really for me because I tend to eat most of the organic produce and try and get local stuff. So this is some of the most local produce I've actually been able to get.
Few small towns have a health food shop of their own, and this one is very well stocked and the people will get you anything you want. It's fantastic.
8.84, please.
The shop has brought the community to us, really. People talk to you more and you get to know people more. It's a great place, it's a great hub. We wouldn't have got this far without the ear and the heart of the community bank.
I've got so much respect for Katerina and Colin in what they've done in leaving their jobs behind, leaving the city and all of their friends, coming to a rural community to do something they've never done before. But ultimately, they're doing something they really believe in, and this is their dream.
29, please. We came here because we thought we might enjoy it, and it turns out that we love it so much we would never go anywhere else.
Credit Union, can I help you?
I've come to pick up my loan.
We're a community bank, so we're all neighbours. We all live and work within our catchment area, and that's our common bond.
Hello, how are you?
Morning.
Morning.
I come for my result today, my positive result. It's needed some furnitures, get my place looking the way I want it to look.
I'm just about to do Mr. Leroy Carpenter's loan application here. It's been put through our systems. Now, it hasn't been a nice, straightforward accept, as a lot of our loans are not. Got your loan application, and you were asking for 400 for furniture.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, it wasn't as straightforward.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously, you know, I know that you've had issues in the past.
Yes.
So, but they've looked at your situation. You've had a loan with us before.
Yes.
And so we've looked to review this. What I do want to talk to you about is really the payment method.
Yes.
Okay. Now, would you be prepared, or would you be happy to send one of your incomes through the credit union, perhaps your pension?
Yes.
What would happen is it would come in here,
Yes.
your loan payment's taken straight away,
Yes.
and the remainder of those funds go straight back to your bank.
Yes.
So for you, you don't have to think about it.
Yes, that's fine, yes.
The loan is being paid
Yes.
automatically. Because as you get older,
Yes.
you will find it's harder for you to lend.
Yes.
And so what you're going to find us at the credit union doing
Yes.
is trying to help you to build up that small pot of extra savings
Yes.
so that you've got something to see you
see you
through
back, yes.
till you're 150 or whatever.
120.
Is that what you're planning for?
120.
120.
Because my doctor said when I reach 100, I must save a slice of the cake for her.
Oh, good.
I save a slice for you too.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to be at your party.
Fine.
sir.
Yes.
So yes, we're going to agree to do this loan.
Thank you very much.
So what we'll do now is we'll do your agreement
Yes.
and get that signed up, and then we'll settle the other things afterwards.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right then, that's lovely.
So I got it as I predicted it. We're going to get myself a settee and a couple of wardrobes, and so I can sit down and I can remember. Say yes, where it came from.
The system would have definitely said no to this gentleman, but from a human being looking at it, with his added honest information, it all corresponds, and we can now change that decision and give him a yes. So I'm very happy about that now.
I'm feeling good. I can bring it down. Oh, look at that.
First got my mortgage in the 80s. It was a big thing, obviously. It's a big step to take.
I mean, it's hard to get on the ladder and you have to have money. We didn't have any money. Now I had 2 jobs. Without me having 2 jobs, we would have struggled.
We were scraping the barrel at times, but we got through it eventually.
You're actually investing in your own future. My current property is actually a Help to Buy mortgage, so and that's been really, really good.
A sort of person that always pays, so the mortgage would be the first priority. I may not pay the gas or the electric, they'll have to wait, but I pay the mortgage.
I was 21 years old, a girl with very high standards, I would say. I didn't want a council place, I wanted a house. The plan was to have somewhere to live, eventually have children, maybe one day even get married. The house was £65,000 at the time. My partner kind of just went along with whatever I did, so we were just both excited to be buying a house. Bottom line is, at 21, I wasn't considering implications of repairs and all that, and trying to keep your day-to-day bills being paid, as well as trying to modernise whatever needed to be updated. So I think I was totally naive to the expense of running a house and what that meant. The first amount of money we borrowed was £20,000. The roof had to be replaced. We needed to rewire the house. The boiler would break down, and it would always be round about the cold time of the year. You know, it's a £90 call out just for them to look at the boiler to see what the problem is. They've not even told you what the part is or how much the labour is going to cost. Most of my money was going on the house. Because of the situation with finances, it wasn't an option to stay at home. I had to go out to work. But then obviously going out to work means childcare. It was quite hard because they don't really understand what's going on, and you're trying your hardest to make things as normal as possible on the limited funds that you have. There was just nothing. It was horrible. We started missing mortgage payments because the money just wasn't there. I wasn't working, and what he was earning wasn't enough to cover the mortgage. Every time you missed a payment, there was a penalty, which was almost as much as the actual repayment. So you were just literally watching the interest just building up and up and up, and you're thinking, well, how are you going to pay this money? To the point where I was literally looking to borrow money because I needed to find a way to pay the mortgage. All the bills were in my name. So I kind of felt responsible that it was my fault because it was down to me to make sure all these bills were paid. And lots of arguing, as you can imagine, about the situation and things not working out, and the relationship was just falling apart. I went to the social services to see if there was anything that they could do to help, and they said, well, no, because your partner's working, so, you know, he'll have to support you and until when you get back into employment. We even had a lodger in to see if that would help. That still wasn't enough money coming in, so we decided that the only other option would be to sell. When I knew I was losing the house, I just felt that I had failed. I was now going to have to go back to my family and explain what had happened. I've lost something that, you know, I don't know if I can ever get back, to be honest, you know? So it was heartbreaking. I started looking elsewhere to see what can I do to get some help here. One day in work they had some kind of conference, but one of the stalls there happened to be credit union. I thought they're not going to look at me because of my credit rating. I thought they're just not going to even give me a second thought, but they did. I've managed to take back a lot more control of my finances and clear some of the debts. Looking back at me at 21, the advice that I would have given to myself at that time is to have stuck at paying the mortgage. Do not take remortgages. Do not take higher interest mortgages. Don't get into that trap.
Repossession will always be a last resort for your mortgage lender because it's a real hassle for them and could mean that they get back less money. So they are actually obliged to help you find a solution that doesn't result in you losing your home. They have to help you consider other options like potentially extending your mortgage, switching to an interest-only deal, or even taking a mortgage payment holiday, or perhaps even something as simple as remortgaging to make it cheaper. These are all options that they can discuss with you, but the key thing is speak to them as soon as you think you might struggle and they will be able to help.
If you want some help, know what your rights are and even work out what you can afford to offer your lender, you might want to speak to an independent debt advice specialist. There's details of lots of free, high-quality debt advice organisations on the Money Advice Service website. Just because you started to fall behind on your mortgage doesn't mean to say that you'll lose your home. There's lots of things that can be done.
Hello, how are you today? Hello.
Very well, thank you.
And what's your name? John. Okay. And you've got £2 as well. Thank you. Okay. And do you know what you're saving up for?
I'm basically saving up for a game, a really expensive one.
A really expensive game. Is it a computer game?
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck with that.
The Lifesavers initiative gives children the opportunity to save with confidence. It also raises awareness of the kind of dangers of putting money in the wrong hands or making unwise investments.
Children have big events in their year. So they have one big event that they're quite excited about, and that's called Christmas. They have another big event that's called birthdays. And anyone that's got families, they often say, I won't buy you a present. What I'll do is I'll give you a little bit of money. And a lot of the parents come in with their children and their savings when they've had it at Christmas or when they've had it for a birthday. Believe it or not, we've got nearly £250,000 in savings with our 1,500 juniors.
And how much are you paying in?
£2.
Wow. Good for you. Thank you. So it's your £2.
I've been a saver for 2 years and I now have £200 in my bank.
You've saved quite a lot now, haven't you? Every single week, just about. What are you saving up for?
Just for when I leave school.
Oh, cool.
If I keep building it up, I can use it for university, and you can have a good opportunity to learn how to deal with money and how to save with it.
Thanks, bye. See you next time.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
I think it's great for all of us together because we've all had a shared learning experience of the positives and the negatives associated with money and how to take money and manage it responsibly.
My cooker broke on Monday. Oh, yeah, so I need to buy a new cooker and a new bed for my daughter. So yeah, so just bits and pieces like that really. And I've got my daughter's birthday coming up as well, so I need to buy her some birthday presents.
Have a seat. Have you done a form yet?
No, that's what I need to do.
And what is it you're looking to go for?
Well, I was going to ask probably for about 1,000, but I probably won't get that much, but...
Okay.
I've been with the credit union for a good few years now. I think I've got way over £700 in savings, and I don't owe too much on my previous loans either.
How much is in my savings?
Kim's got a really long history with us, and she's a very good saver in terms of she saves alongside her loan, and that way she builds up a little security deposit. Having those savings means it's less risk with the credit union, so we're more able to come to a general consensus of affordability for Kim. I'll do you an estimate, and then what you need to think about is that really affordable for me? Because I would rather set you at a lower level and maybe take a little bit longer so that you know you can afford it, it's going to be no distress. But if you know you can pay a little bit more, then you're going to save money in interest by paying it off quicker. Okay, so you can make the loan quite cheap for yourself.
No, I don't mind either way. I don't mind. I can afford to pay a bit extra.
All right then, Kim. So we're going to accept that application today.
Yep.
Let me just pop this one down. And so you should have your answer. 7 working days, today's the 8th. So really, Friday at the latest. We'll send you a text.
Yep.
If we need anything else in between time, then you will get a text requesting that or a phone call, and it's likely to be myself calling you. All right. Lovely to see you again, Kim.
You too, Ingrid. Thank you very much.
You take care, darling.
You too.
Speak to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It is quite nerve-wracking waiting for a text because obviously you don't know how much you're going to get. So, but if they give you the full amount, then it does make me happy.
We call this way massaging cheese. It's actually just a way to let the cheese setting quickly. Working hard is a part of myself, my personality. I cannot just sit down doing nothing. A little bit scared because Syria is one of the most dangerous areas to live. We decided to leave because of the explosion happened at my husband's office. When you have kids, you cannot risk their future. When we came here to the UK, we had to leave all our dreams, all what we planned to have for the kids, the house, our future, our life. We had to leave it all. In Syria, halloum cheese, it's very famous. We eat it every day. When we came here, it wasn't available all time around the year. And when it's available, it wasn't that quality we used to. So at this point, I start to think there is a gap in the market, and I might be the person who can fill it. When first I did the cheese in my kitchen, it wasn't easy having the kids at home and don't have the professional tools. So I had to adapt, like I filling the teapot with water, have it like a way on top of the cheese when I need to press it. So it wasn't easy, but it was very exciting. That made my determination to go forward, and from here I started the journey. Well, they looked at it, they said, oh, really, it's great, but they said, sorry, we cannot give you any loan, because with no assets, no history, no references, you cannot have anything. The nice thing in the startup loan, they refer me to a specialist, a mentor, that helped me to release all the ideas on paper.
Razan's business plan was very professional. She obviously had a clear idea of the type of market that she was aiming at. So initial impressions are that this is somebody who has thought carefully about this and is researching it, and that then gives us the confidence that the client's got an open mind and continues to develop the business. Razan needed $2,500 in order to start up. She initially needed the money for stock, for equipment, for marketing, website, in order to get the whole process up and running.
This £2,500 allowed us to buy this milk cooler and the trays for molding, this table, the pressing table, so we can press the cheese. And this is how we make cheese: heating the milk, mold it, press it, cut it, then boil it again. You think maybe it's small amount, £2,500 is not a huge amount of money, but without it, we could not be here. It was like the ignition to start the project. We've got the order ready for the food festival for tomorrow. Yeah.
I think the fact that she was a refugee from Syria and wanted to begin a new life and had the courage not only to come to a new country, but also then to go into something which is not an easy option. So if you add that to all of the upheaval and the challenges she previously had, it's doubly impressive that she took the plunge, and subsequently the business has developed and grown.
Very proud of her. In short time, she could achieve lots of success. Literally, she started from zero and she became a hero. Now she could achieve all this, big factory. So yeah, I'm very proud of Razan.
How are you, Janet?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank
Good to see
you.
you.
What are you looking for today?
Please can we have 10 packets of plain halloumi, 1 mint and some lebna, please. This halloumi is completely different. It's creamy, it's not as salty, it's not as squeaky as supermarket halloumi because it's not that processed. This is much more of a handmade feel about it. I can't imagine what it must have been like coming to a foreign country with a different culture completely, a different language, and to set up such a complicated business. I think she's done amazing.
I'm so thankful for the loan we had it, because it was enough to start an idea. And without it, we couldn't be here today. Moving from Syria because of the war, and then meeting the Royal Highness Princess Anne. It's such an amazing story, very crazy, but here we are.
I'm feeling a bit anxious about the decision today, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's good news.
Well, look, you can close the door, darling, if you want. Take a seat. So you have to be aware it wasn't a straightforward accept.
Yep.
So it did have to go to the underwriters. Yep. It does take you close to your maximum credit limit, okay? But because of your history, because you have been a regular saver and you've used that savings for that security pot, it's been able to offset that possible no decision. Okay, so that's tipped the balance for you. We have agreed to do the loan as you've asked for. Okay?
Thank you.
So that's the money, and that'll be to your account between 3 and 5 this afternoon. If you're happy with that, just sign that one there.
Thank you very much, Ingrid.
You're more
good
than
news
welcome.
Today. I'm very happy.
Well, that's a nice way to start the day.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, darling. You take care.
You too.
I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, my love. Bye-bye. It's always nice to start your day with someone leaving your office with a nice big smile on their face. But it's what she's done with the credit union that's enabled me to get the pleasure of seeing that smiling face. So it's her actions that have got her that loan, not what we've done. It's how she's dealt with us, and that makes a difference. And I think so many places, it doesn't.
I got accepted today for the £1,000 loan, so I'm very, very happy because that means I can do everything that I wanted to do now, buy everything that I wanted to buy. So yes, I'm very, very happy.